Welcome back to Vegas Live, and I just want to thank Peggy, which is the Peppermill Lounge, for having us back here so that we can film every week, and we do film every week. It's amazing when all our guests come down. We still have to wear these masks. We did try to sort of see if we could have food on the table and not wear the mask, but that doesn't work that way. So excuse us if we have, but at least we're following the rules, aren't we?
Absolutely, yes, ma'am.
Well, I have Kelly Lee Williams,
Yes,
right?
yes,
I've got
indeed.
the name right. That's the first thing I got right. Kelly, how are you?
I am fantastic, and since we have your lovely smile up here and we both masked, I figured I would bring my smile here.
Oh, no, we got two smiles.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
so we got two for the price of one.
Yes,
Here we
ma'am.
go. Let's put this up here like this.
Oh, yeah.
So let's do that. Okay.
We look great.
So
Look
we
at
got.
this.
There you go. That's amazing.
It's a new world.
Now, it is a new world. He just said it. It's definitely a new world of what's going on right now. I think Zoom has become one of the richest probably companies in the world.
Indeed.
Because everybody is using Zoom. I was told Zoom was very easy to use. It is kind of easy, but you still have to do background and everything else. But is that how you're mostly working now?
Yes, Zoom comedy, Zoom classes. I'm taking classes from a man who used to be Mel Gibson's stunt double. He's cast director, and he gives classes on Zoom. And there's also improv shows on Zoom, comedy shows on Zoom. Anything you can imagine is on Zoom right now because there's really no other way to get
do
people
it.
together.
But what the amazing thing is about entertainers and about people is we are creators, so if we can't go this way or go that way, so we're not really all completely shut down, but we are shut down, but we're finding another way around it. Is this what this epidemic, or whatever you want to call this, COVID-19, is this something that they've kind of created? And so he's laughing. It's kind of, they've created this all over the world just to see how the world could run a different way?
It was created, but I'm not going to get into the theories out there. But it came out. However it was created, it's here.
Yes.
And it's devastating to a lot of places, especially the United States of America.
Yes.
Because when you don't have the right leadership, if people aren't looking at each other like, I'm going to protect you, you're going to protect me, if we're all looking too much like in our selfish matters, we'll never get rid of something
But do you
like
think
this.
it's become a little bit overportioned? Do you think it's become a little bit sort of, we're all trying to abide by the rules, but at the same time, it seems to have run out of context.
Indeed.
Become a political action.
The political action was done on purpose by those who wanted to make it political. Now we have to remember, people keep talking about this as a flu. It's not like the flu because one, we know about the flu. We have vaccines
But
for the flu.
but nobody has died of the flu this year.
That's a great question. Or have they? We don't even know
Of
because
course they've died of the flu.
Of
We
course
do
they-
know that.
yes.
They haven't publicised it.
and they should. They probably should
Has
because
anybody
yes.
died of anything this year? Of old age, of heart attacks, we don't. Everything has been pushed into 100%. Oh, they died of the virus.
And that's wrong too. There's a lot of misinformation going on, and everybody's confused, and they're scared because of the confusion.
Yes.
What we have to do is make sure we know the truth.
Yes.
And we have to
That's all we know. That's all we want is the truth.
All we want is the truth, and that's why it's so scary. We know the truth about the flu. We really don't know the truth about this virus because they're not telling
But
us.
there is a virus out there, and it
Yes,
is out there for
it
sure,
is.
100%. We're not going to deny that, but it's not to the extent that I think the politicians have put it out there. I always say the governors of the state seem to have gone. They've become like, you can't do anything unless I let you know you can do it.
Exactly.
You've got to go on my word.
Many authoritarians.
My thinking.
They're thinking like, this is my state, and we're going to do it
We're
my
going
way.
my way, and
Well-
if I want you all to stay home, you are going to stay home, or you got a $10,000 fine.
And it's unfortunate that these governors think they have to do it that way, but there's so many ways to do it, and it seems like everyone's right or everyone's wrong, and nobody's really coming into the middle and figuring out what makes it happen.
They're saying in New York that until the end of the year, until next year, everybody has to eat outside. Well, can you imagine in the winter in New York
No way.
eating outside?
No.
Hello.
And Chicago, I'm from Chicago. There's no way we're eating in lakefront snow.
Oh, I know what Lake Boulevard. That is
No way.
cold.
Very, very cold. That's why I live right here in Vegas, because Chicago got tired of snow. No more snow.
No more snow.
No more snow.
No, you hope. You
Oh.
hope. You hope. You
There
never
better not be
know.
no snow in Vegas.
So now, Kelly, you are out there. You are an entertainer. You're a comedian. You're a singer. You kind of he sings more of an R&B ballads and different things like that.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm also a Rat Pack singer. That's why I was watching all the Frank Deans and Sammy. I'm like one of the few left that are like brothers who sing Rat Pack. I'm like a unicorn. Okay, there ain't any brothers going, hey, Ridgecraft.
Kelly the unicorn.
Yes, indeed. I'm Black Unicorn. I'm a blue unicorn.
There you go.
But the Rat Pack sound, the jazz sound is just, it's one of a kind.
I love jazz.
There's really no more like that anymore.
No,
Nobody really comes up with big band sounds. There's Harry Connick Jr. and Michael Bublé. They were nice, but they really can't touch Frank Dean and Sammy.
No.
Nobody can.
No.
So I bring that tribute and sing it as often as I can.
But
yes.
you're still yourself. You're
Absolutely.
still Kelly. You're not like you might.
No, I
you
don't do
might have
impersonation.
the same impersonation.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay.
I
you
sing
say
it
that
from the
very
heart.
definitely. Why you don't like to do that? Do you like to be Kelly?
Kelly Lee Williams is who I am, and I love being it because Las Vegas, let's face it, there's so many impersonators here. There's Prince, there's Madonna.
There's so many of them.
So,
and I always think to myself, they're all great singers. Why don't they be themselves?
if they're themselves, they might have to be responsible for themselves. They don't have to be responsible for their actions because they're doing it under another name. Prince is doing it under Prince.
I never thought of that.
Madonna's doing it under Madonna. Whatever this impersonator's doing it, they're like, okay, it was great Madonna or bad Madonna. But whatever it is, it's not whoever it is. It's Madonna. I'm Kelly Lee Williams. I can't be Sammy. I can't be Dean. I can't be Frank, and I don't want to be.
Well, that's like me. I'm Ninon, and I don't want to be anybody else.
And you are wonderful as Nina.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. But who wants to be somebody else?
Exactly. And
I had a girlfriend who wanted to be somebody else as an actress, and I said, why are you doing that? Why don't you just be you? Beautiful girl. Gorgeous girl. But she wanted to be... And I never understood it.
Insecurity from a young age.
Yeah.
I've had plenty of insecurity because growing up in the ghettos of Chicago, there's a lot of insecurity with the kids there because we really don't see our parents much, and we grew up in the streets, and we had to figure out our own way because our parents are always working all the time, and then insecurity comes because we don't have the support, the love, whatever we need as kids to grow up in a very healthy environment.
I have to say, I've traveled the world quite a lot, and I have to say that that's practically in every single country.
Indeed.
And I don't care what language you speak, what colour you are, or who you are.
Indeed.
Because it's all over. I mean, in England we had, we've got the east, or used to be the East End of London, where you were very poor and didn't have the money, and you grew up in the streets. But you always fight your way because you don't know any other way.
Exactly.
So you fight to get out of there, which you did.
Yes, ma'am.
And you got out of there.
Absolutely.
But so many of you can, but a lot of them also use that as an excuse. Well, I couldn't do this. Well, that's because they couldn't get there anyway.
That's excuses. I never want to use excuses. There are situations, there are environments, yes, but if you can fight and you want something bad
Just
enough,
as much as a human being.
Absolutely.
We're all human beings. It really doesn't make any difference.
boom.
Take it.
And we should, yes, go
You could
get
be
it.
the richest person in the entire world and still have nothing.
Exactly. There's so many rich people out there, they barely see friends or family. It's all about the money. They really don't have a life. They're rich, yeah, but what are they doing with it?
Well, what's the point of being rich and not having anybody or anything?
All right, I got nothing, but I have a lot of friends and I have fun and I make sure people are laughing when I'm around. That's
I'm
how
not
I
quite
get
sure
rich.
what I've got or what I haven't got, but I just love people.
Exactly.
I just love people, and it doesn't matter. They got money, they haven't got money. That's nothing to do with me, but I just love people. I love their story. I love your story.
Thank you.
So you came from Chicago.
Yes,
you came
ma'am.
from kind of, they call it the inner city, right?
Well, actually, the Chicago is like Chicago Heights. It's like right outside the city. It's where
Okay.
Al Capone ran his liquor through, Chicago Heights, Illinois. And the bike part of it, there was the
You're
east
talking about the
side.
Kennedys?
We could go there. That's another story. But hey. But yeah, I grew up in the rest of the ghetto part. I grew up talking like a white person. How they would say, I'm the Oreo. I grew up like that in 3rd grade, 2nd grade, and everybody around me like going finna and yo yo yo. I never did that. I was like, hello, how are you doing? It's great to see you. My grandmother would never let me speak that way because she knew when I grew up, they're going to be judging me by the way I
you
present
talk.
myself, by the way I
Hey,
talk.
this is a good lesson from Kelly. All of you out there, watch how you. And that's funny. I was talking about this earlier. There's a lot of great entertainment in this town, but they don't know how to walk on a stage. They don't know how to dress, and they don't know how to talk. And they've got a great voice, but they don't have all this They don't seem to. They say, well, that doesn't matter. All it is my voice. No, it's not.
I've actually given a comedy class on Groupon about that very thing.
Really?
Because there's so many comedians out there, they have no idea even how to hold a microphone.
No.
Much
I
less
love
use
how
it.
women hold this. They hold a microphone like this, like this is like a fork.
A delicate little flower, and they have
Yeah.
and it's just
Come on, get a life, get it.
Exactly. I teach adults teasing kids how to get in front of a microphone, hold it, and look at.
There's your
make sure-
friend right there. That's your friend.
You need to go out there and make something happen for yourself. Nobody's going to do it for you. If you do not do it, it's not going to happen. And anybody can do whatever they want. This is the world. You're in it. Go make something happen in it.
And Kelly has become very famous. I mean, with from growing up and going through it all. But he went through it, and none of it stuck.
Oh, absolutely.
You just kept moving, and you became he still is very famous. And how are the classes going on Zoom? You said you're teaching comedy and how to present yourself with comedy.
Yes.
Don't be like everybody else. Be different.
Absolutely. Good. Find some classes. There's Zoom classes everywhere in every state. You can find some. Just type in Zoom comedy classes. You can find something. They're going great because these classes now they're auditioning like this.
Yes.
The way you learn in these Zoom classes, that's the audition. That's where casting directors are going to look at you and self tapes. In Zoom conference calls.
So, what you're telling me, you've got to make sure your background is okay with Zoom.
Yes.
You've got to make sure you've got the clothes on and your makeup on or whatever. Boy, girl, it doesn't matter. Everybody wears makeup on television. So make sure you've got all that going, but make sure it's exactly what you want to put out there. Just don't think, well, this is only Zoom. It's not only Zoom.
It's everything. The first 5 seconds, they're basically going to see, well, you're not prepared or you are what we're looking for. And if you speak and confirm what they're thinking one way or the other, that's how it's going to happen. Have that background clear, white, black, pink, whatever. Be dressed for your part. Be dressed for success.
Dress for success?
Dress for success and speak clearly. And speak concisely. I mean, there's so many people that just don't know how to. I'm finna go do this and do it up and do. Like, no, take your time and learn how to speak and get what you want. Work for it.
Because it is what I would say when you walk into a room.
Yes.
That is who you are.
That is who you are.
If you're going to be bending down and you're not going to be dressed right and you're not going no one's going to look at you. No one's going to bother about you.
As soon as you come on the screen, that's who you are. That's
yes.
what they're seeing. And if they're going, ugh, first impression is everything.
And the funny thing, what you did say, Kelly, is in the first 3 or 4 seconds.
Yes.
They know who you are.
3 or 4 seconds.
Seconds.
It doesn't. All that time that they take after the first 10 seconds is nothing. They've already made their decision.
They've already know who you are, what you are, and everything else. And so they're like, oh, wait a second, that's interesting. That's different.
Exactly.
That's interesting, and that's different.
Boom. Interesting and different.
And that's kind of 100% right now.
Yes. And everything that you say and do on that Zoom call is going to be recorded. It counts. Everything counts.
Yes.
Right down to the slate, which is saying your name and the part you're going for. Kelly Lee Williams, Frank. I mean, just if you go like Kelly Lee Williams, Frank, nobody's going to pay attention.
Say, hi, how are you?
But
you
if
can
you're
say anything.
Yes.
You could even address them. Say, hey, how are you? I'm Nina Veda Rosa. Make it a point out there.
Exactly.
How do you make money now?
I make money through singing telegrams. I do. I call them telegrams.
Telegrams.
Yes.
I didn't expect that answer.
Well, that's what, because I've been writing, performing songs for all my life.
Yeah.
But I started professionally when somebody asked me, "Will you go sing Happy Birthday to my brother?" And it just clicked that I can do this and write songs and keep doing this for people. I got like 200 singing telegrams on YouTube right now. If you go Kellygrams, if you go Kellygrams on YouTube, you can find all of my singing telegrams. There's one. There's a proposal that it has 227,000 hits.
So he's going to put this interview on that.
Yes,
and
I am.
we're going to get all those people, 200 and something thousand
Yes,
people
ma'am. Yes,
are going
ma'am.
to see this interview because with people like Kelly, this is what helps. I help you, but he's also helping me. So don't think this is a one-way street.
No, ma'am.
It is not a one-way street. Now he's going to present what he's doing, how he's making it, and how you can follow through because competition, the greatest thing you can ever have in this entire world is competition.
Exactly.
You know why? Because Kelly is the competition.
That's me. I am the competition. I love
Kelly
it.
is the competition.
I'm right here for you. You better watch out. You better not
Happy
cry.
birthday to you.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. I can go, baby. I can go whatever you want.
Can you sing in any languages?
Yeah, I can sing in German. I can sing in Italian. I can sing in.
All right, Italian?
Yes.
Happy birthday?
I have to learn it, but I can sing it in Italian.
Oh, okay. You can
I
sing it
learn
in
I learn the
Italian.
language.
Yes, as you go along.
And R&B, pop, rock, whatever genre you want. It doesn't matter.
What's the most favorite at the moment?
Rock and roll. People love rock.
Rock and roll. Hey, wait a second. That was my time.
The Beatles. They love.
That's my time.
They love me to rewrite Beatles songs. They love me to rewrite Bob Seger songs. Hey, it's your birthday, happy day. I love to see you every day. You come around and give me joy. Happy birthday, baby boy. And people just, they enjoy these things.
Just one, can I correct something?
Yes, ma'am.
You just said happy birthday, baby boy. Well, I'm a girl.
Well, if I was singing to Frank, Frank was in my head.
I'm teasing.
But if I was singing, Ninon,
Go
lovely,
ahead.
lovely Ninon, happy birthday, because we always lean on the lovely Ninon.
See, he just made that up. And that's what rappers do, don't they?
Indeed. Yes. Freestyle
Indeed.
rapping is off the top of their head, and they write it down, and they memorize it.
Is it easy for you?
I can write a song in like 30, 40 seconds.
And most songs are probably written driving in the car and going different places, right? Or
Indeed.
doing something.
Anything. And I could just be sitting here, and if I'm inspired, I could write a song about it. Like if you gave me like a couple of things, I can write either a doo-wop song or a rap about anything.
Isn't that amazing? That's really a talent.
Thank you. That's all God. I mean, I give that all credit to God for that, because that's. I mean, it's crazy that I can do.
Not everybody can do that, but understand you can do that.
Yes.
You don't have to be in a studio and looking at a microphone or having a microphone in your hand to record something or to try to sort of write something or have something. You can do it anywhere. What?
Every phone has a recording device. Every phone
phone.
can catch your voice as a voice memo program. Take that.
Awesome. I think
Use that.
Do.
Right. I mean, everybody on their phone. If you have something that you want to get down on paper, you don't have paper, get that voice memo and sing it out, and then write it down later.
And you don't have to hold the phone. You've got your little thing in the car or wherever you are. Put it in the slot.
Yep.
And just as you're driving would be fabulous.
Absolutely.
When you're driving, you can actually record. Because it won't be the actual recording, but it'll be something off the spur of the moment with all those incredible words you're thinking of, which, funny, you can't remember them, an hour later, and you think, well, what did I say? And what did I really like? And what was that name I came up with? It disappears.
And that's what the beauty of technology is for. When you can record those now. If you can, like, hey Siri, record this for me, blah, 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 blah. And it can go there.
Who's this woman, Siri?
I know.
Sari's very, very popular
She's
out there.
everywhere. Sorry, I had to do my little Vincent Price thing.
All right, what's your favorite joke?
Um,
I hate doing that. Do you know why? You don't ever do that with a comedian, because it puts them on the spot, because they can't think of a joke.
no, I have one.
You have one?
Yes, it's my own. I was once told I needed to have a joke in 1 minute. It had to be over in 1 minute. And I wrote a song called Cabrini Green Aria about the way I grew up. And it's an opera. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Hey, what's up, bro? What is up? Hey, what's up, bro? What's up, brother? What's up, brother? What's up, homie? What's up, homie? What's up? How you been? Got out of jail? Did you escape? No, I made bail. I gotta go watch the P Diddy show. P Diddy show. P Diddy show. P Diddy. 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 P Diddy show. I gotta go watch the P Diddy show. Peace out. Word.
I love that. You know something, when somebody can do that, to me it's amazing, because normally on the spur of the moment they don't know. Even rap singers, you say, could you rap something for me? Well, I don't really rap on the spur of the moment, and I'm thinking, okay, you just lost yourself in rapping.
Right.
You're never going to be a rapper.
I'm not a rapper, but I do have raps. I have. Yes.
You have plenty of stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
He's done a whole recital. All right, so now you've done this recital. How can people reach you?
They can reach me, just Google Kelly Lee Williams. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Snapchat, Twitter, and CRT Improv, Chocolate Renaissance Theater, is my improv group. I started it in Alaska. I was in Alaska for 10 years.
Alaska?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a joke in itself.
Oh, you have no idea what.
I've been to Alaska. There's nothing there.
Nothing. Oh my
There's
God.
nothing.
And
No, believe me. There's. Oh no, wait a minute. There are the Blue Mountains.
And the hunting and the fishing.
Yes.
And the hunting and the fishing.
Well,
That's
there's the Blue Mountains with all the blue flowers, and then next to it is the yellow flowers, and that is for real, and that is gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
It's
And
absolute, but that's about it.
And the moose walk into your house. The moose actually
That's a
knock on the door.
That's a four-legged moose.
Yes, big old moose.
Just to check to make.
And you don't pet these moose; they will hurt you. It's they're literally like living in wild kingdom up in Anchorage,
But that's
Alaska.
their home.
It's
You are invading their home, so they walk into your
Yes.
house because it's theirs.
nobody should be living in Alaska. Humans should not be living in Alaska at all. Let's take them all and put them in North Dakota.
I just might agree with that because if I remember rightly, your airport there has this great big humongous bear. Am I right?
Exactly.
This humongous bear, and you look at it and you think, and they really live here, and they really are that big, and they're humongous.
Welcome to Alaska. We can kill you. I mean, that's pretty much what you're saying when you see this big claws that long. You're like, yes, we're here. Come and see us. Like, no,
Okay,
thanks.
Kelly. All right, Kelly. How did you escape?
Basically, Chicago. I had a job for doing a sports show called the Rewind Sports 60 on WCPT 820, and a man named Jerry Riles said, "Hey, Kelly, I need you to help me out. This guy, he's not working for me. He's not working. I need you to come and co-host the show."
Thank goodness I could get out of here.
Yeah, he's like, yes.
Next plane out, I'm on it.
Not a plane. I drove 4 days, 4 hours from Anchorage, Alaska, through Canada to Chicago, Illinois.
I was going to say, how did you go? You went around the horn.
I went through Canada. I went right through.
Right through Canada.
Right through it. Yes, ma'am. I went through. Got up in the North Dakota.
He had all his bags with him. He had everything. He said, "I'm never returning again."
Out of here.
Out of here.
And then
okay, on that out of here, we got to close because we're going awfully. I've given you a long time. Well, he's so entertaining. He's
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely fabulous.
I appreciate
Absolutely
you.
amazing. And thank you for coming on the show. Vegas Live with Ninon. Of course, you've got to subscribe. Go to YouTube and subscribe. And don't forget to tell your friends and anybody out there who would like to be on our show, just get in touch at the talent at vegaslivewithninon.com. And Lynn will take care of you. We do have a lot of guests, and we do have 2 or 3 weeks in advance, so that's how it works, which is awesome.
Yes.
We don't have to really find guests because everybody wants to come on because
Yes,
it's
we do.
pretty cool. You know, you can actually say who you are, what you are, and you can get it out. We had a couple of authors that had great things to say and do, and now we've got the comedian who's a rapper, who's a singer, who's a writer. You are... Look at him. He's woohoo.
This is great.
Woohoo. He loves it. I love it. I love him too. It's absolutely amazing. We'll be right back with the next guest, Vegas Live with Ninon. If you enjoyed the last show we just did and all the other shows, don't forget to subscribe Vegas Live with Ninon on YouTube. We've got plenty more coming up and our guests are amazing. So don't forget to subscribe. We'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon.
This is the KLW Comedy Zoom online comedy hour-ish. I'm Kelly Lee, host. It's my pleasure and privilege to be here with a bunch of very, very talented people. We have 2 comedians from Chicago. We have 2 comedians from LA, and we have 1 person checking us out. So thank you, that 1 person. We appreciate you. We're going to be performing for you right now. You are getting a show, my friend. You are getting a show. That's right. You're getting a big ass show. So let me just welcome everybody and just say thank God for Mitt Romney. Thank God for Mitt Romney. This guy, the man who thinks corporations are people, is actually out there marching with the Black Lives Matter crowd. He is in Washington with a mask on, looking like an old white man, and he's marching with those young Black Lives Matter people. Like, I'm here to represent, and I believe that Black Lives Matter. And wow, I mean, the fact that he said that, got me hard. Ooh. Hard Mitt Romney, a hard Mitt Romney. I was like, I was like, God, finally. But since Mitt Romney has done that, then I feel like I have to do something personally to reciprocate for the gesture that Mitt Romney has put out. So next Sunday, I am going to go to a Mormon ceremony, and I'm going to attempt to sit through the entire thing without killing myself. I believe that would be the best way I can reciprocate for Mitt Romney's move marching with the Black Lives Matter movement. If I don't just stand up and shout, "Allah Akbar," and blow myself to pieces during a Mormon ceremony, then that would be, reciprocation enough. So thank you, Mitt Romney. Thank you very much. You still ain't done enough, motherfucker. You need to do more. All right, do more, because he's the only Republican speaking. Every other, this is this is an impression of Republicans in the White House being asked about the movement. Senator McConnell, will you answer a question for us? Senator Langford, do you have a time? Senator, no, I didn't see it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I haven't seen TV. I haven't seen radio. I haven't seen papers. I haven't seen it. I haven't heard what was said. I hear nothing. I see nothing. I know nothing. Thank you. That's my Thank you. Let's get this party started, y'all. I am going to bring in our first comedian. She is one of the funniest people I know. She is in Chicago, y'all. She is a grand queen, a dame. She is a queen of the LGBTQSLPJITHOVN community, and she is.
Wow.
I want to bring you, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Ms. Kate Cullen.
Yay! Hey, everybody. Yeah, thanks for having me on your show tonight, Kelly. Just so you know, I am the Dowager Empress of the Imperial Court. So that's like Dowager is, that's like fancy old English for totally last year's news, okay? So like, actually, my successor is actually the person who's in the audience right now, aka Spark Kelly. She is in here, so she's the one right now. Anyhow, COVID has been crazy. I've been working from home, since this COVID-19 thing, and I do certain little things to try to make the COVID, to make working from home be more like my office. So I make sure not to change my cat's litter box and put that between the commute to my work so that it smells like the Red Line. And then when I actually get to my job, it doubles as the third floor ladies' room, which also smells about like the Red Line. And I'm teaching my cat how to ask me for change and play harmonica. It's not working. She does know how to beg for food really well, and she does bite if you don't feed her right away. My other two cats, whenever they were trying to, like, when I have Sammy Love, and I would, it would be feeding time. He would just kind of pat my head like this. I'd be hungover, so I'd roll over and he'd be like, jump on the other side. That was how Sammy Love told me he would hungry it. And then Delilah, my last cat, she would just sit there and stare at me while I was sleeping. And then the minute I stirred, she would like turn over and show me her asshole, because that's what I want to see is cat butt in the first thing in the morning. And then she would, hop off the bed, still showing me her ass, walking into the kitchen, then go sit in front of her little empty bowl and just look at me like, bitch, handle this. Okay, handle this. Now Cora, my cat that I have now, yes, her name is Cora, short for coronavirus. Yes, I got it right before the pandemic. Cora just tries to eat me. She's just like, screw the kibble. You look like you haven't missed a meal. You look like nice and juicy. I'm just going to try to eat you. And I swear to God, she does not stop biting till I feed her. And yes, I've got proof. There is There are battle marks all over my arms. No, I don't do heroin. No, I don't get hippies from strangers. I just get them from my cat. So yeah, I got Cora right before the lockdown, and this is the other 2 cats I got were just other people needed a cat and I wanted one, so I took them. So they were like arranged cat marriages. With Cora, she's the first one that I went and got from the shelter, and so I go to felines and canines, okay, and they want to know my credit score, employment history, background check, favorite foods, 3 references and my resume. I mean, they wanted all of this. I mean, they wanted more background from me than my last 3 employers, just so I could take a cat that probably would have just been whoring it up on the street if I didn't take her in anyway. But hey, no worries, because I want to make sure cats aren't getting abused. And so I'm looking at all these cats. You guys, the shelter, it's like cat Tinder. Everything is like Tinder. It's like all these little cats, they're just kind of looking you over like, $7.50. Oh, honey, I had somebody with an 825 credit score try to adopt me yesterday. Get their little paw swiping left. And I was like, oh my gosh, which one do I want? And the tour guide says, no, your cat chooses you. Oh. Your cat chooses you. I'm like, really? Okay. So I'm here as a middle-aged woman adopting a cat because no humans would choose me. Okay. Now you're telling me that I am in danger of not being chosen by an animal. It's like, okay, one of these cats has got to choose me because I don't, what do I do next? Adopt like a worm? I don't know. It's like, how does that work? And I wonder how all these cat ladies get like tons of cats. I mean, people hear that I'm over 50 and I've got a cat. They just assume I've got like 5 at least. And I told them, no, I only have one. And it's not that, I don't love lots of cats, but it's like, if I get another cat, they might like each other better than they like me. Once again, if I'm paying your rent and feeding you, you need to put out the love and affection for me. Okay. Maybe it's Stockholm syndrome to you, but it's my only choice, my only chance at unconditional love. And I need it. So yes, only one cat. And yes, she better not get away from me. And yes, her name is Cora Navirus, and she's really adorable. I just call her Cora. And, since I'm a cat lady, people wish me happy Mother's Day. I'm like, I don't have any kids. Like, oh, but you have a cat. I'm like, I didn't have to, that out of my vagina. That cat didn't come from this cat. I'm not her mother, like biologically. And if I was her mother, it's like, okay, when I work, if I'm gone for like, an 8-hour day, plus commute, plus I might go to a mic or a meeting or something at the end, I'm pretty sure DCFS would take a human child away if I did those things. And I know that they would have taken my last 2 cats away from me because I had them before I quit drinking. And, actually it was better to Delilah toward the end, but like, yeah, they would have taken Sammy away from me. That poor cat probably had such PTSD. It's not even funny. So I've been getting these corporate surveys, from my job. Like, how do you like working here? Okay, the corporate survey is the professional equivalent of, do I look fat in this dress? And be honest. Do you ever want to see them again? You love the dress. They look amazing in the dress. They need to take less of the money that they spend on the dress and spend more money on me so I can buy dresses that probably make me look fat too. But that's okay because I eat my feelings. That's right, people. I eat feelings. Chocolate covered feelings are my favorite food ever. Yes, chocolate covered feelings, milk chocolate, and maybe a little caramel in there too. And the thing with chocolate, I mean, feelings and your food, you know, you got to pair them up. You know, if you're going to emotionally eat, you got to pair them up, you know. I mean, you know, for anxiety and deep-seated depression, chocolate is the thing, you know. I mean, and, you know, for boredom, it's all about ice cream. Ice cream, you know, salty things and cheesy things, they kind of help with a little bit with that too. You know, I'm bored, I'm going to go eat something salty and cheesy. Or if you're bored and depressed, chocolate covered salted caramel. That's the way to go.
God damn.
Yes. I've been having a lot of feelings since COVID. I mean, some people have, like, you know, the freshman 15 you get when you're in college. I've got the COVID quarter 10 going on. I can barely fit my fat girl clothes anymore. I'm like, you know, I've had a couple of people be like, you know what, you need to drop some weight. I'm like, let me see, how much do you weigh? Okay. Because I like food. In fact, I like food so much that, you know, the old story about the porn guy, and he comes up with his little pizza, like, no, hey baby, we got some pizza, you know, and he's really not delivering pizza. No, I want the pizza. It's like, okay, pizza has carbs. I don't want to get with, okay, when I finish with either one of you, I'm going to hate myself and feel shameful. If I'm going to feel ashamed and have self-hatred, I want to do it for something that I know will satisfy me. And I can say that about most pizza. I mean, Papa John's not so much, but I don't order Papa John's. So, you know, so that's kind of how I feel about that. I mean, because since I've gotten older, I have no sex drive, you guys, just none. And, you know, it's like, but I think people in old folks' homes should get to drink. I mean, I haven't drank in a while. In fact, back to talking about the feelings, you know, you talk about different things pairing with different feelings. I find anger pairs really well with Jameson shots. I did when I drank. So, because nothing says screw you, you will regret not hiring me, marrying me, promoting me, liking me, etc. Quite like me puking on someone's shoes and getting tossed to the floor. Nothing says that. Okay, it's just like, that's kind of how that is. So feelings and all of that, and yeah. So I used to drink. I mean, you know, and I'm going to be 54 a week from today. Yay. Birthday, 54. I'd celebrate with cocaine, but I can't afford it, and I'm sober. But hey, no matter where you go, because of social distancing, it's like Studio 54, and we all need a line to get in. Yeah, I think masks are cool because that's that much less makeup I've got to worry about doing well. Right on. And I don't have to worry about shaving Hitler and, you know, like Brezhnev I still have to worry about, but Hitler, yeah, I'm gonna go. Yes, the mask I used to use was just barroom lighting. Now you gotta actually wear one. So, well, yeah. So I'm having my birthday. As a birthday girl, I really hate it when people who are younger, and most of us are older, are more mature here, but it gets on my nerves when people who are like 30 complain about getting old. Like, oh my God, I'm getting older now. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, please. You're 30. Okay, you are 30, and therefore you can get excited about being carded for cigarettes or carded at the bar. I'm 53, almost 54. I get excited when my doctor asks, when was the first day of your last period? It's just so exciting. Like, oh, how cute. You think the egg machine still works. Oh, honey, if there are any eggs down there, they are so dried up, we could all just snort them up like cocaine. In fact, I used to do a lot of cocaine that you might get high off my eggs. Want to come over and see? Don't make me work for it. Yeah. So that's kind of how I feel about that. Like I said, I like food, but I'm bulimic. I have an eating disorder. I'm bulimic, but I also have ADD. So, I binge eat. Well, duh. But then I get distracted and I forget to puke. I'm going to leave you all with that. I'm Kate Cullen. Thank you so much for letting me come today. Bye. Mwah.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up, give it up, give it up. Make some noise, make some noise. Thank you, Kate. All right, guys. This is fun. This has been fun. We're done. No, I'm kidding. We're not done. All right, our next comedian. This man has been doing his thing all over California. He's been doing spotlight shows. He's been doing shows all over the nation, online. This man is wanted. He is needed. Well, he's wanted by the police and baby mamas, but is wanted nonetheless. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for my man, Mr. Willis Turner.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? I'm sorry. I was almost late because of this internet traffic.
Wow.
I know. This is wild, man. Everybody's doing the Zoom and doing the trapped in and working from home. You know what's so funny? People are working from home and are still late for work. Like, how does that happen, right? Like, how the fuck is still being late for work? Like, oh, man. What's wrong, man? Oh, man, you will believe what happened. What? You tripped down the stairs? What the fuck? Why are you late? Like, you can't be late for work. You work at home. Like, you just gotta wake up, right? Like, I'm actually, since everybody's doing all this working from home, and as you can see my background here, I'm actually working on a new app that will put on virtual clothes for you. So you don't even have to get dressed for work anymore. Like, literally, but it's in the, but it's in the beginning stages, and it's not working out that well. Like, some people like, hey, you need to put clothes on. Nobody wants to see your titties. Like, I'm sorry about that, Grandpa. Yeah, I thought you were Grandma. I couldn't tell. Oh, man. So, yeah, COVID, we got a lot of things happening. We got COVID, we got the riots, right? And the protesting, everyone's protesting. And and it's right, protesting. I like when people go, well, why are they looting? And why are they doing this? And why is it not peaceful? Like, only Black people got to be peaceful about their protest, else it's a fucking threat, right? Like, when white people protest, like, I remember seeing the white people, they protested about a mask and brought a gun. I was like, hey, why do you need the fucking gun? It's a mask. Just like, Black people were just protesting about not being killed by the police while during an arrest, right? And they can't wave their arms too high else they'll get shot. Right? I love you protesting about, police brutality as they push you out the way. I don't know, man. And people are like, why Black people, we need white people to protest too. We need white people, we need Black people, we need Asians, we need all races to protest, right? We need everyone to protest. Because if it's just Black people protesting, it's like people on death row fighting against the death penalty. Like, come on, really? Like, nobody's like, of course you don't want the death penalty, Tyrone. You on death row. Anyways, and then we have the president, and they're like, yeah, I love that he says, no, I wasn't running to the bunker. I was going to check it out. Yeah. To make sure it works, right? They wanted an inspection of the bunker. Yeah, 2 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, okay, I get it. Make sure you bring your wife and kids to make sure they fit too, right? I mean, come on, really? Did you think anything less of the president? Like he wouldn't run from a fight? Like he didn't join the military, right? Like what was going to happen? You know. But hey, Trump is our president now, and you know that I almost say he's almost a genius to an extent, because you love him, hate him, right? Like there's no in between, right? And there's some genius in that. I don't know why, but there's some. But you know, and this is another thing, right? This is another thing. They asked the President Trump how he feels. What would he grade himself on his response to the COVID problem? And he gave himself an A, right? Yeah, but I'm pretty sure there's 100,000 and counting that would give him an F, right? Like they're like, nah, bro, you didn't really respond to it right. Like I'm dead. I mean, they would vote and give him an F, but you got to get really close to the ground to hear him go F, right? Hey, I can't hear you. You got to speak louder. This dirt is muffled. Anyways, so let's see here. Everybody, it's hard too because I have a daughter. And I got my daughter. I'm helping her with her, since she's going to school at home. I have to help her with her schoolwork, right? And wow, this shit is hard, right? Like I give it up for anybody who's a teacher. I'm like, whoa, this shit. Like I'm up here. I'm like, I mean, like she failed the test because I couldn't Google it fast enough. Like that shit is hard. Like, I was like, oh baby, like. So now she's my daughter. Every time I'm like, hey, how'd it go helping you on your homework? She's like, we got an F. Like no, you got an F, right? So apparently my daughter is getting held back. Well, they sent a letter home saying that she's going to be advanced. I got to repeat the 7th grade. So, I mean, it's gonna look weird, man. So, anyways, I got a daughter, and I don't know, man. Everyone says when you have kids, you never have a favorite child, right? And I only got one kid, and I'm still trying to find my favorite child. I'm like, this motherfucker. Like, I love my daughter. I do. I love my daughter to death. Like, I really love my daughter. But I wish there was a way I could just choke her, not till she's dead, but just enough for her to know that she can't talk to me that way, right? Like, and I try to be involved in my daughter's life no matter what, right? Like, she's on Instagram, and I try to make sure I'm on her Instagram, and while like she doesn't want me to follow her. Because I'm like, hey, I got to protect you because I'm her dad, right? And I'm, you know, like she's always telling me, well, mom doesn't, like she tells me what her mom thinks because me and her mom are raising her separately because we're not together. But, oh, well, that's another problem. But, so she tells me, well, mom, when I tell her about little boys, and then her mom tells her about little boys, she wants to listen to her mom. And I go, well, between me and your mom, which one of us grew up as a little boy? You just think about that. And right. And so we buy my daughter a lot of toys. Like, you know, she has the American Girl dolls. I don't know if you guys are familiar with these dolls, but the American Girl dolls, my daughter has 13, and they're really fucking expensive, like really expensive dolls. And because they're about women in history, in American history. And so almost all the dolls are white. And I was like, hey, I got a little black girl. I would like for her to have a black doll, right? So we got her one. And I said, oh, this is a black doll. She goes, yeah. I go, oh, that's nice. Then I look at her a little closer. She's a slave.
Oh.
Yes, she's a slave. Oh. And I tell my ex-wife, I go, hey, this doll is a slave. And she goes, no, she's a runaway. I was like, oh, great. She stole herself. Great. That's what I like to see. Oh, nice. Nice with the Confederate flag there. And so, and then I look in the box. And then I go, oh, well, at least they gave her jewelry. And I go, oh, no, those are shackles. Great.
Wow.
So,
Man,
can't win for fucking losing, right? So, but my daughter's is a typical Turner woman, though. She's strong, she's forceful. Like all the Turner women are very like hear me roar type women, right? Like all my aunts. I'm from Texas, right? I'm originally from Texas. So all my aunts like carry guns no matter where they go. Like I have one aunt, she keeps a 38 in her purse, a 45 under her passenger seat in her car. She keeps a 22 on the visor, right? And she has a shotgun in her trunk. I don't know. I mean, maybe she saw the protest before anybody else did. Anyway, so she carries a gun everywhere she goes except church, right? And when she goes to church, she takes a knife. I was like, why don't you take a gun in church? She goes, I don't want to keep up all that noise in the Lord's house, right? But in case somebody starts some, you know how these heifers are, I'm going to take them out, right? So my same aunt, old black women, she has a Monte Carlo. And I don't know if you know this about old black women. They love their Monte Carlo, right? Like, so one time she had some guys were sitting on her car on a Monte Carlo. Just so happened they were Latino fellas, right? And so she goes, hey, get off my Monte Carlo, right? And they go, no hablo inglés. And so she goes, y'all hear me? Get off my Monte Carlo. And they were like, no hablo inglés. So she goes, get off my car. And they kept saying, no hablo inglés. So she goes into the house, gets her shotgun, comes back out. She cocks it. Everybody ran, right?
Yeah.
She said, well, they don't speak English, but they fluent in Smith and Wesson, right?
That's funny.
I was like, okay, Annie, I guess that's it. There's one other thing I was gonna say. I don't even know how much time I got to do. How much time I'm about to wrap up here? 1 more minute? Okay, cool. So, what was I gonna say? I was raised by my father, right? And I've gotten to travel a lot of different places and go a lot of places. Okay, I won't tell that. I'll tell this real quick. This year I was gonna go to Edinburgh, Scotland. Again, I've been there once before, and I was gonna go back again to do stand-up into the Edinburgh Fringe. And I don't know if you've ever been to Scotland. If you haven't, you should go. It's a beautiful country, really beautiful. But for those who've never been there, that is the home of the ugly white people. So, I mean, now I see why they drink so much, right? Like, because it's really hard to fuck ugly people, right? I mean, you can do it, but it's really hard, right? Like, you just got to keep drinking, like, no, they still ugly, right? Like, man, if I could just fucking drink out this ugliness, right? Again, ugly people, and I know ugly people ugly people are gonna protest, but no one's gonna watch because nobody likes to see a lot of ugly people grouped together. My name is Willis Turner. Thank you, Kelly. If you can, check me out on Instagram at Willis Turner Comedy. Thank you, guys. Damn.
Give it up for Willis Turner.
Hey.
Yep.
Kelly, where'd you go? Oh.
What's this bullshit that I hear that I gotta wear a mask? What in the tarnation? My daddy's daddy, and my daddy's daddy, they fought in order for me not to wear no goddamn mask and get my Baskin Robbins gold medal ribbon ice cream. You can't make me wear. What you say? What you say? Wait a minute, I will blow your head off. Oh, wait, you whack. Sorry. Hey, brother. All right, that was Cletus Black John Yokel. I just wanted to get him out real quick. All right, yeah. Well, this is fun. All right, our next comedian, she is a brilliant doctor. She saves lives. She makes things happen with her hands and her mind. And it's not all about doctoring either. So let me put this Chicago comedian in. Everybody, let's hear it for Dr. Ellen Wesley.
Woo woo! My name is Dr. Wesley, and I am a medical expert. I'd like to call your attention to the new product called Feel Good Raw. This was manufactured by Kelly Lee Williams Enterprises. All right, start. So hi guys, I'm so excited. You're so funny. Oh my God, I have to put, okay, so I am the senior citizen of the group. I'm gonna be 65 in August. Oh, yay. This was so cool to get to do comedy. I thought I could never do comedy again. But first we should talk about white people. I really think we should talk about white people.
White people.
I'm afraid of white people. I want you to know. You know, they don't get me. They don't get me. And I mean, I'm a Jew. I'm like not your regular white person, but I managed, they don't get me. And I've actually managed to get treated like, I mean, it's an incredible thing I've accomplished. I get treated like a black person without actually being black. How about that? But I'm afraid of them. I am definitely afraid of them. So, you know, I thought like colleagues, I'm an ER doctor, you guys. So if you want to crap out, actually, if I was in the same room, I could help you. But quick before you crap out, ask for some advice and I will give it to you. But so you know, it's been the white people. I work with these doctors and I thought they were colleagues, but it turns out they were a group that was a school of piranha fish and I missed the whole thing. But anyway, so comedy is pretty awesome. I thought I would start, because I haven't done almost any comedy for a while, start with a little bit of the news. You know, there is a man named Derek, there is still a man, minus one ball, Derek Sanderlin in San Jose. Derek Sanderlin's a black guy, and he actually teaches in the police academy in San Jose, teaches people how to not be prejudiced. He teaches the recruits. And this poor bastard was in a protest march, and one of the cops took aim at him and aimed for his crotch. Now, fortunately, he's alive. He's never going to be able to walk straight again. But you know what else? He's never going to have to work again either. Thank you, San Jose Police. Then Ivanka, you know, Ivanka Trump, oh my heavens. She was supposed to give a commencement address at Wichita State. And they decided when they got the petition, they, you know what, we can't be having her do that. So, you know, Wichita State, you don't want people running back in the house when they're at the commencement speech. And lastly, it turns out that Prince Philip's uncle Dickie was allegedly abused young boys. What else are you going to do with a name like Uncle Dickie?
So crazy.
So, all right. So the quarantine, the quarantine, oh my God. You know, I mean, there's COVID-19, there's quarantine. I'm a single, divorced lady, right? Senior citizen lady. I mean, the first thing I figured out is I don't need any more excuses not to do Tinder. That was really freaky. So no Tinder, that's okay. But then I'm like, I gotta keep busy because I'm okay when I'm working, but I like had to have projects for myself. So there are some projects that I did well, and there are some projects that I fucked up. So, I mean, so I got a lot of time to check. You can see this is really frustrating because I still am seeing like a senior citizen. I really can't see this, but I got a lot of time to work on my hair and makeup. Yeah, so it was very cool. I do keto. I got a lot of time to test keto recipes. I did. And I started a YouTube channel. This is so cool because it turned out to be that was the thing I did best. I had figured out how to get lights and whatever and, you know, edit all this with an index finger. There's so much you can do with your index finger. We can sell, actually, index fingers with Feel Good Raw. But so I have this YouTube channel because people are so frightened, you know, and I couldn't stand to hear the fear and panic and stuff. And so I made like little stuff for YouTube. It turned out good. But, you know, the girl stuff that you would think I would be able to do, I mean, some of it I fucked it up. I did. I found this jacket, right, because I'm a Jew and we like bargains, right? But so I found this jacket. I thought, well, it's cheap. I'll just dye it to the color I want. So I very industriously went on Amazon and bought all this stuff. And it comes, and as I'm watching this thing, as I'm doing it, in the back of my mind is, that's why they pay people to do this sort of thing. Oh boy. It was a truly girl thing, and I could not dye the clothes. That died a horrible death. But speaking of death, so like blood and guts. But speaking of death, so, you know, COVID-19, right? I work in the ER. I work in the ER because I can't stand to be bored, and I love people, just not, but the ADD gets in the way, you know? I love them only as long as they remind me to pay attention, you know? And if there's something bad going on, no, I really love people. I actually do love people, which is why the other white people have a problem with that. Doctors. Anyhow, so what happens though, I mean, with COVID-19 is the people come in and they can't breathe, you know? I mean, I'm most calm, us ADD people especially are when people are sick and shit. But so then I got it.
Oh.
And, I'm home and I live alone. And here's what went through my head. I don't have any family. What if I die? People are going to be confused. I don't really care, except for the apartment was, I mean, I sort of do, right? But I'm a comic, I'm depressed. I take medicine though. But, and I have therapy, I have a therapist, I have a shrink, I'm so well covered. But, so anyway, but, you know, the apartment's kind of messy. I was worried, what if I die? But, so I put a note on my refrigerator, who gets to choose? Because that's the most embarrassing part. I mean, the apartment's clean now, but I still have really way too many shoes. It's really bad. Oh, okay, so what else? So I got sick and I was worried about dying, but not really. So, and I didn't want people to be confused. I thought, wouldn't that be horrible? You come in, you find a smelly corpse, and you don't know who to call. That's very bad. And it's not but anyway, so but the good news, you know, the good news is that, you know, there is such a thing as quarantine Barbie, guys. There is such a thing as quarantine Barbie, and I was on my way, and quarantine Barbie is kind of pudgy. So I thought, well, the good news is I did survive COVID-19, and it looks like I'm not going to be quarantine Barbie. So that's very cool. Well, that, folks, that is all I have. You're wonderful and you're terrific. I'm over your bye. Don't forget to buy Feel Good Raw. It's wonderful.
Awesome.
I heard that somebody around here is scared of white people.
Why? Why are you scared of white people? We ain't so bad. We just want to watch Hee Haw and vote on Wednesday, make forcible love to our wives for 30 good seconds. There's nothing to fear from us white people. Don't fear us! Don't fear white people! Don't you dare fear white people! Thank you.
Oh, Lord.
All right, let's keep this show going. This has been an amazing show. I love this show. You guys are awesome. Thank you for doing this. And the next time, I'm going to figure out how to get us our asses up there on what do you call it, the Facebook? Yeah, but actually, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna post it on YouTube, the whole thing, so everybody can get a chance to show what they've done today. And I'm gonna try and do this every weekend because you know what? We need to talk. We need to talk and we need to decompress. We need to get together and decompress because normally we're just sitting on our own, writing jokes and really not talking to anybody else. I know you. I know you are, because that's what we do as comedians. We don't
Really?
communicate. We seclude, we write, we lament our fucking failures. We're like, why haven't I made it yet? What the fuck is wrong with me? Why? Why is Carrot Top in Las Vegas making millions of dollars and I've been sitting here jacking off to porn?
Are you in my house?
Damn!
I'm gonna need you to get your cameras out of my house, cause.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our final comedian tonight. He is a daddy. He's a brand new daddy. Got this pretty little baby. Got this smoked out wife. But I really don't know why this dude is a comedian. He really has nothing to freaking feel bad about because this man is living life large. So, but he's here and he's a really funny man. So, hey, actually, he is the first. I'm going to tell the story before I go on. He is the first comedian that I met when I moved to North Hollywood, California in April of 2016. I went to the Arsenal where he hosts open mic in Santa Monica, California. He was the host. We was like, hey, you smoke? Yeah! After the show, smoke, get the smoke. And then he said, you want to go to another open mic? I'm like, where? The world famous Comedy Store. So, yes. So I'm like, let me think about it. Motherfucker, yeah! So we jump into his car. We go to the world famous Comedy Store. I'm in North Hollywood for like maybe not even 4, 5 a week, not even a week. And I'm at the world famous Comedy Store, and it just happens to be joke night. It's joke challenge night, and we go up there, and there's 3 people there's 3 people up there right now. The host says, "You guys suck. All you guys suck. All of them suck. Does anybody want to go up here and do it? Anybody want to come up here?" I raised my hand. I told my jokes, and I won that joke challenge. Yeah, I won that joke challenge, and I wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for this next comedian. So y'all need to give a big round of applause for my man, Cesar Lizardo.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Hold on,
What's up?
This. What's up? Yeah, man. That was a while ago, man. You've been in Vegas. I've been seeing you doing your thing out there. That's awesome. You're in the Rat Pack and all that stuff. You're singing and dancing your ass away. That's just great.
Thank you, brother.
I just want to mention, like, the whole time I'm seeing, all the different screens above my head, and it's like black eye, white lady, black eye. It just looks like one of those like Pornhub categories, like interracial couples and shit. Like at one point it's just 3 black guys and a white girl. I'm like, this is like some like MILF, like running a train type shit. But we're all black, so we're gonna be wearing socks the whole time. You know what I mean? Dicks out with the socks on. Yeah, man. I've been out here in LA, just stuck in quarantine or whatever, and it's been cool. Whatever. been making more money off of unemployment than I did at my regular job. So I don't even, I'm like, yeah, just keep us in quarantine. Fuck that shit, you know, like just, I keep cashing those unemployment checks. You know, they're definitely more steady than when I was relying on tips as a bartender. So yeah, please, let's just close it down for like another year so I could build some equity, you know, maybe buy a house off of unemployment. You know, I keep, you know, we got these protests going on, you know, pretty much in every city around the world almost. But, you know, since we're in LA, we're kind of like in the middle of the shit. And I keep getting people from out of town calling me, you know, like my different, you know, like coworkers from out of town, my family or whatever, and they're all asking the same question, you know, like, Caesar, are you okay? Are you all right? You know, is it safe where you are? You know, is your car on fire? I'm like, you guys just chill, you know, we're fine. And I tell them all the same thing. Listen, I am in one of the safest parts of Los Angeles right now, Inglewood, California. That shit, nobody's messing with the hood right now, right?
That's exactly right.
Nobody's messing with the hood. People are fucking with rich white people shit. You know, they don't care about us. You know what I mean? And then, you know, on top of that, the great thing about it is that all the cops are currently in the rich white neighborhood. So I'm like double safe. You know what I mean? Like, there's no chance of me, you know, catching a beating on the way to go get diapers for my daughter. You know, like I feel really free now. You know. We got all the fireworks going on, you know, because it's the hood. They've been going on since like April, ramping up for the 4th of July. They just do it every single night, fireworks. You know, there's pros and cons to being in the hood. You know, pros, it's cheap. Cons, everybody's fucking loud. You know, I got Walmart Tisha across the way screaming at her kids every day. I got noisy Pedro upstairs. We got some loud Jamaicans that just, you know, went across the way and they're always bumping their reggae and shit. And it's cool when it's like Bob Marley and stuff, you know, like, no woman, no cry. We're like, all right, cool, you know, this is a cool little vibe. But then sometimes they're playing like that, like crazy, like dirty wine, like, and it's like, what the fuck, you know, like my daughter's trying to take a nap at like 3 p.m. Like, oh my God, it's just so loud. And then I found out that I'm like, why is this dude just like blasting his music like he owns the building? And then, you know, I was talking to my neighbor. I was like, how about these noisy Jamaican guys, right? And they're like, yeah, he owns the building. I'm like, oh, that makes sense, you know? But, you know, we got you know, quinceañeras every other weekend. It's crazy, man. It's so loud. But there are pros. There's pros, you know? Like, I got into a car accident, like a fender bender in Marina Del Rey one time. And it was like just like a tiny, tiny little like scratch. There's almost nothing done, but I didn't have any money. I didn't have insurance. I was young. The guy was like threatening to call the cops. He's like, you have to give me my money right away. Like, you have till Wednesday. And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Right. I got into a fender bender in Inglewood because apparently I'm a bad driver and this happens all the time. But I hit these two guys, right? And we were actually right in front of the Inglewood courthouse too. So I'm like, fuck, you know, cops everywhere. Again, I don't have insurance. Again, I hit somebody by accident. And these two gangster-looking motherfuckers come out the car. I'm like, oh, man, I got to get my ass beat today. And then, you know, they come out. They look at their car. They look at my car. They look at each other. They look at me. They're like, hey, man, we good. You good? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. Are y'all good? He's like, yeah, we good. Peace. And they just bounced the fuck out of there. Because, I mean, like, I know I didn't have insurance, but they probably had, like, warrants or, like, drugs in the car. I don't know. We were just going to get the fuck out of there. So, you know, Inglewood is good for some stuff. It's good for some stuff. You know, my name is Caesar Lizardo, which is a lot for people to wrap their heads around, even in a diverse city like LA. People don't know what to make of me. I'm what I like to refer to myself as ambiguous. Yeah, you don't know what type of nigga I am, you know, if I'm Drake, you know, Brazilian, Kyrie Irving, whatever, you know, I just go with the flow. A lot of people think I'm Indian. You can't really tell right now, but people think I'm Indian all the time. I got into Uber one time and you know, I got in the front seat because I'm a comedian. I like to fuck with people sometimes, and this was not one of those times I should have did that. Because as soon as I got in the car, there's this Indian guy, and he's just like looking at me, smiling. He's just like just looking at me, and I can already tell what he's thinking. You know, he thinks I'm Indian. You know, He's looking at me and like, hey, what's up, dude? He's like, where are you from, buddy? And I was like, yeah, I just gave him what he wanted. I was like, I'm from India. Bing, bing, ding, 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 ding. You're like, nothing racist or over the top, like super low key, right? And he's like, I know it. I look your ways. I can tell you are 100 Indian, my friend. You didn't even say percent. 100 Indian. You know, I'm getting a kick out of the guy. I'm like, you know, I'm just playing, right? And he's like, but your parents are from India. Yes? He's like still trying to claim me. I was like, they're from Dominican Republic, actually. Dominican Republic. What part of India is this? I'm like, what? Dog, it's in the Caribbean. Well, I mean, okay, technically it's in the West Indies. I know it. You 100 West Indian guy. I look my people. I know my people. I was like, all right, whatever you want to do, you know, and we just Hollywood into the distance. You know, whatever you want to do, bro. Whatever you want to do. You know, life has changed pretty drastically for me in the last few years. I turned 30. I'm getting so old, Kate. Oh my God, right? Getting so old. I'm 32 now, but you know, I didn't move out of my mom's house until I was like 3 weeks away from turning 30. Because, you know, my whole life growing up, they're like, if you're still at your mom's house after you're 30, you're a fucking loser. And I was like, all right, I got to the finish line. I got to, you know, get out of here. But really what pushed me out was that I got my girlfriend pregnant, and I was like, all right, it's time to peace. You know, it's time to get the fuck out of here. And so, yeah, I moved out, and then 3 weeks later, I turned 30, and then like a month later, I became a father, and that was, you know, pretty cool. You know, my daughter, she's 2 years old now. She's beautiful. I mean, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see she's a fucking model. But her name is Mia, and we fought about that a little bit. I wanted to name her Daisy because she's an oops-a-daisy. You know, we didn't plan. So I figured, you know, that was, but you know, she didn't want to do that. She got other names too. You know, I call her my little pita bread, Pita, because she's a pain in the ass. Okay. You know, she's not a sommelier, but she does wine a lot. You know, she's just, you just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, please. You know, like Willis was talking about, like, I want to choke my daughter, and I completely understand the sentiment. Like, I get, like, I would never hurt my daughter, but I like when I heard like that lady had drowned her kids, I felt why. I knew. I understood, you know what I mean? Like it resonated with me. I was like, this lady is living the life that some of us can only dream of, you know, like, you know what I mean? Cause like, yeah, she'd be pressing my buttons all the fucking time. And it's just like, I don't know if you remember, Dave Chappelle one time said, I never hit a woman, but I shake the shit out of a bitch. Right. Well, for me, it's like, you know, you're not supposed to shake your babies. I never shake my baby, but I vibrated the shit out of her one time. Like, and that was actually kind of scary because it happened at like 3 a.m. when she wouldn't like stop waking up over and over again. And I came in all zombie mode. I was like, baby, please, baby, please, baby, please, shut the fuck up. And then like, that's when I woke up and I was like, oh, I almost killed my daughter, you know? Because I'm a fucking beast, dude. Like, she's tiny. She's tiny. I got big hands. You know, I could have killed her. She scared the shit out of me. But, you know, she's my little white baby, you know, because my baby mama is a white lady. She's super white. She's like as white as they come. She's from Montana.
Wow.
Which is one of the top 3 whitest states out there. Right after Idaho. And Maine, which is mainly white people. So, you know, she's up there on the hierarchy of whiteism. So, you know, I'm really excited, you know, because my baby, she got the light skin, and, you know, she's gonna, you know, have white privilege, which is, you know, hopefully still exists by the time she's old enough to experience it. I don't know. You know, it's kind of like investing in Toys R Us back in 2015. Like, I know this is a good company, but am I too late? If you understand where Toys R Us is now, they're bankrupt. So it's like, I don't know if I invested too late in the game, you know. But if she does, you know, receive any of those privileges, I will be very happy, because then I can live vicariously through her. You know, I experience these things that I've never felt. You know, but yeah, man, it was crazy. Being a father is crazy. I remember my girl, you know, like I said, she was a noopsie daisy, and we didn't plan her, but you know, she was a beautiful accident, not a mistake, beautiful accident. And you know, it's not like I wasn't being safe, but it was for a reason. You know, my girl had told me that she was feeling menstrual cramps, which for guys, there's two types of guys. There's guys who will absolutely never have sex with a girl while they're on their period. And then there's people like me, opportunists, who, you know, when you say red, I see green. And I'm like, okay, let's go, right? Like, this is a gift from God to, you know, there's like one on the house, like, hey, man, this was on me. You know, I know you like to, you know, finish. I know you like to finish, but, you know, hey, you got this, right? I'm like, you know, so I'm in it. You know, she told me she's having menstrual cramps or whatever. Well, you know, turns out what we thought were menstrual cramps were actually, drum roll please, ovulation cramps. That's a completely different type of cramp. One is, you know, get out of jail free card, and the other one is go directly to jail, do not pass go, do not collect $200.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I was at on that one. And it was crazy too, because I knew she was pregnant when it happened. Because I'll never forget, we're watching Cool Runnings, you know, the Jamaica bobsled team movie, and she fucking cried 4 times. I was like, all right, you gotta, all right, we're going to the dollar store tomorrow and getting one of them damn pregnancy tests, because what the fuck is happening? Just like, they overcame so much adversity. They went to the Olympics. It's like, what the fuck is happening? You know? So it was just a little bit much. It was pretty funny. But you know, when she was getting ready to have the baby, you know, she was getting like really, really like apprehensive, like, oh my God, you know, what am I gonna do? Like, my pussy's gonna be destroyed forever. My pussy's gonna be stretched out. My pussy. I was like, whoa, what the fuck is this? Def Jam? Relax. Stop dancing so much, you know? Like, Jesus. Like, why don't you have one of these orgasmic births, you know? Like, orgasmic birth. I'm like, yeah, you haven't heard of these, like, orgasmic births? I mean, I've seen this shit on YouTube. Okay. All right, here's what you do. First thing, you gotta become a hippie, right? And you get in a room with a bunch of other hippie ladies. They're all, you know, like holding each other's arms, going, hey. You know, they got the fucking patchouli and all the little smoke, whatever, vapors and shit, and they're clearing the energy. And then, you know, there's a hot tub in the middle of the room. And then you come in, you disrobe, right? You get in this hot tub naked. And then I come in and I disrobe, right? And then I start playing with your titties a little bit. And as you start to push, you have an orgasm. Doesn't that sound amazing, baby? Like, what? It's like, no, what's the matter with you? Like, what's the matter with me? Baby, what's the matter with you? The baby has ribs. It's ribbed for your pleasure? I mean, come on, they're like condoms. Let's just lay them down. You know? But I don't know. I've always
for your pleasure.
Yeah, you know. So I mean, we've always had a little bit of I guess, you know, just like a back and forth over what our sexual preferences are or whatever. I don't know. I like feet. I don't know if that's weird. You know, she I don't know if it's weird that I like feet. Maybe it's just weird that I wrote a song about it. It goes like this. Ooh, 369, damn her feet fine. Put a toes up in my mouth one time. Get toes. 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 From my ankle to the toes. To the toes. To the smell creep up my nose. Oh, these people know. Oh, feet, 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 feet. Oh, feet, feet. Goddamn. All right, I'm Cesar Lizardo. You can find me at Squeeze the Day 21 on Instagram, and you can fight with me in the comments on Facebook at Cesar Conyo Lizardo.
Give it up for Cesar!
Nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Dominican Republic. Is that part of Mexico? What part of Mexico is that? That's right. Is that East Mexico? I heard of the Dominican Republic. That's East Mexico, ain't it? Don't
No,
beaners.
It's West Africa.
Special beaners in East Mexico, though. Them Dominican Republicans. Yeah, them. I like them Republicans. They're Republicans.
I'm Dominican nonpartisan, okay?
Yeah.
Guys, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for being here, guys. We're gonna end this. I want to share with you one of my favorite songs, and it's a song about the way I grew up. It's about life in the ghetto, and I want to share it with you right now.
Oh, I think I know this one.
And I believe, yeah, you all know it. I think Willis is probably the only one that hasn't heard it, but it's called Ghetto Boy.
Woohoo!
Well, living in the ghetto ain't all that good. You have to learn to fight when you're growing in the hood. I never learned how, but it ran real good. Goddamn, I'm a ghetto boy. Go to the bed, I try to sleep at night, but they're crawling on my head. I got a battery because it kills bugs dead. Goddamn, I'm a ghetto boy. Well, it's all about the hoes and it's all about the honeys. Take a sucker out when he tries to act funny. Life ain't nothing but bitches and money. Goddamn, I'm a ghetto boy. Well, my dad taught me how to cap a sucker's ass. A 187 with a shotgun blast. He caught a stray bullet, now his eyes made of glass. Goddamn, he's a ghetto boy. Well, I roll around trying in the drop top bins. Clocking my bitch, gotta bake my ends. When he go home and watch friends. Goddamn, I'm a ghetto boy. It's all about the hoes and it's all about the honeys. They just when he tries to act funny. Nothing but bitches and money. God damn, I'm a ghetto boy. Yes, sir. But he didn't write any songs for black people. He stole his shit. That's right. And if John don't like it, I see him in hell. Well, the white boys are cruising trying to get a nickel bag. A pimp's on the corner got a purple do-rag. This hoes that making money because her tits really sag. And he's a pissed off ghetto boy. I got a 9mm and a Uzi in the trunk. I pumped the Parliament because I like the P-Funk. And this 40 dolls got me drunk within a skunk. And I'ma shoot me a white boy. But it's all about the hoes and it's all about I paid nothing but bitches and money. Goddamn, I'm a ghetto boy. Yay, yay. Yeah. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. I hate line dances. Line dances are for white people. Black people should never dance side dances. Don't dance to Cupid. Don't dance to any of that shit. That's for white people. White people only. Don't do it. Well, my caddy was my daddy till the day he died. He grabbed me by the nuts and he pulled me to his side. Said, make a lot of money, pimp your hoes with pride. Cause son, you're a ghetto boy. Well, he talked about the game and how to dress like a pimp. Said you gotta be tough, can't be no wimp. Mama shot the face and he died of gonorrhea. Daddy had bad luck. Well, it's all about the hoes and it's all about the honeys. Take a sucker out when he tries to act funny. I pay nothing but bitches and money. God damn, I'm a ghetto boy. God damn, I'm a ghetto boy. Oh, I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blackity black, and I'm black, y'all. Black, and I'm really, really black, and I do not attack it. I'm blackity black, blackity black, blackity black, black, black.
Oh, Lord.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Thank you. And can I say happy birthday to Kate? Because my birthday is 2 days after hers. Yes.
Ellen,
All right, Gemini powers. Whoop,
Ellen,
whoop.
when's your birthday?
Mine?
Ellen,
Oh, Ellen, August 9th.
get the hell out of here. I'm August 10th.
No.
Oh my God, it's a Leo and Gemini party.
I did not know that. I didn't even bother to ask. Holy shit, no wonder we get along.
Well, hold on. Let's see. Caesar,
Yeah,
when's your birthday?
11/21. So I'll let you old folks just share your birthdays together.
All right, we got a Sag over here.
Like my old shriveled nuts. Huh?
Betty's here.
And you're in
Sag
Inglewood?
too.
Where you
Yeah.
It sound like you live where I used to live in Inglewood.
Yeah, I live right by the high school,
Which high school?
Inglewood High.
Oh, Inglewood. Oh, okay. Yeah. Off of Manchester.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I used to live off of right over La Cienega and the 405.
Oh yeah, that's right there.
Lancashire,
Right by Randy.
Y'all were hilarious, man.
Lancashire,
thank you.
Oxnard, no ho baby.
Funny stuff.
Ho. Lancashire and Oxnard, no ho baby. No ho baby, no ho. All right, I'm good. You guys, thank you. We're gonna do this again. We gotta do this again soon, right? All right.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
And next time I'll definitely
Like, guys, thank you. And this show is.
Hey guys, nice sets, everybody.
Yes, good set, everyone.
And now our first performer this evening was in Chicago for a while and is now based out in really does some really cool solo musical improv. We're glad to have him again. He's our first repeat customer here on the Semi-Regular Sunday streaming show. Please give it up for the Chocolate Renaissance Experience.
Oh, hey, how you doing? What's going on? I'm Kelly Lee Williams, and this is Chocolate Renaissance Theater, The Experience. Apparently, that's what we're called. Thanks, Stuart Elder, for the new name of the show. You're going to have to deal with a little bit of barking because I got 3 dogs out here and plenty of Negroes just settling like floating around my house like satellites, and they don't like Negroes. So they're going to bark a little bit, and everything will be all right. I see your face, Daniel. It's okay to say Negro. It's okay to say Negro. All right, we're going to be doing a little bit of improv right now, and if I would like everybody to unmute themselves. I need you to all to unmute yourselves because you're all a part of this show for the next 2 minutes. Yes, thank you. Hi, Maria. Nice to see you all. All right, I am from Las Vegas. Well, I'm not from Las Vegas. I'm originally from Chicago Heights, Illinois, but I moved to Las Vegas because I wanted to be 4 hours away from the place where I'm going to win an Oscar later. But that's here nor there. I'm doing improv, and I want to do it here from Las Vegas. So, first game I want to play is, we have a lot of things going on right now, and people are watching the news all the time. Now, I started my little news network called KNN, and I would like to give me any kind of disaster, some kind of news, or any kind of news that you want. Give me news, give me a current event or event in the past.
What is nuclear meltdown?
Nuclear meltdown?
Yeah.
Did you say okay, where is the nuclear meltdown happening?
Seattle.
It's happening in Seattle? All right. A nuclear meltdown in Seattle. KNN. Hello, I'm Kelly Lee Williams, and this is KNN. We have a breaking news story for you right now. In Seattle, there is a nuclear reactor going a little bit berserk. Apparently, President Trump was visiting our nuclear reactor in Seattle, and he thought he could run it himself. And since he cannot, and nobody has the stones to stop him, he went into the reactor and pretty much flooded the nuclear core. So it's now we shall debate on, is Donald Trump the worst president in history now that he's flooded a nuclear reactor? Let's go to Rush Limbaugh. Now, I don't know that Rush Limbaugh, I don't understand why people are just hating. They just don't like this president. Now, this president He's your president. He's my president. He's someone's president. Now, if you don't want your nuclear reactors to be flooded, then you shouldn't have them being able to be flooded. It's not the president's fault. It's not the president's time. He has no responsibility for anything. Thank you, Rush Limbaugh. And for the other side, we have Reverend Al Sharpton. Reverend, what do you have to say about this? I don't know why people are even thinking about keeping this man as president of the United States. He has a problem in this country, and it has nothing to do with the president of these United States. It's the crackers that we have to worry about in this country. The crackers are keeping our nuclear reactors blowing up because they did number one cracker, Mr. Trump, that messed us up again. Thank you. This has been a special report from KNN. I hope that we survived the week, and please tip your waitresses. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. I play a game that I love, two games I love to play. One called Doo-Wop, they're both musical, and the other called Kick It. The first one is Doo-Wop. Now, I need a fictional character or any kind of character, two cartoon characters. Give me two cartoon characters.
Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny and...
She-Ra.
Ooh, nice. Bugs Bunny and She-Ra. Where are Bugs Bunny and She-Ra? Give me a place in the world.
Paris.
Nice. Bugs Bunny and She-Ra in Paris. Why are they in Paris? Why is Bugs Bunny and She-Ra in Paris?
Getting engaged.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting engaged. All right. Bugs Bunny and She-Ra in Paris getting engaged. Oh, She-Ra, how you doing? You are the one I've been pursuing. Hey, what's up, Dad? I love you. Take this carrot and love me too in the Paris hotel. In the Paris hotel. Shut up, number 5. I don't need you. I remember the day we met. You looked down in my hole, and I said, She-Ra, what's up, girl? And now I want to chew your soul, so will you marry me and live in the home with me happily? Oh, I promise one thing. I'll steal money from Elmer Fudd to buy a ring. Marry me, She-Ra. All right. Thank you very much. Hey, Stuart, how much time do I have?
About 4 minutes.
4 minutes, cool. I got time for this one more, then I'm going to turn it over to you guys because my wife she paused Pretty Woman for this. So everybody give applause to my wife for pausing Pretty Woman so I can actually perform. So yay, wife. All right. This game is called Kick It. Now, I'm going to get 3 things, just 3, anything, whatever you want to give me, and I'm going to include them in an 8-bar rap. So 3 things, whatever you want, throw them at me.
Red pen, cheese.
What is it?
A red pen.
A red pen, okay. Number 2.
Macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese. Red pen, macaroni and cheese. Number 3.
Thermostat.
A thermostat. A macaroni and cheese. A red pen. A thermostat. And that's that. A macaroni and cheese. A red pen. A thermostat. And that's that. Hey. Red pen. Thermostat, macaroni and cheese. Hey, Amorphous. I'm living in the matrix and I'm feeling a little hungry. I'm a little sick. Going to get some macaroni and cheese. Gonna do it, please. Take this red pen and write down these real R's. Going where no matter where you are, you're gonna come with me and we're gonna go far. Gonna have fun. Whoa, is it hot in here? I'm gonna get the thermostat and turn it right here from 79 to 73. We're gonna go to the matrix and make them flee. We're gonna set you free. Hey, the matrix, Zion! And that's how we roll. Thank you, guys. Everybody, please make fun of me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram, CRT Improv, and so I can friend me, and let me know what you're doing and I'm doing. Thank you for letting me hang out with you for a minute. Peace.
Welcome to Renaissance Theater, everyone. Yes.
The Rewind Sports60.com
is fresh off playing Sammy Davis Jr. in a Rat Pack tribute show. It is a real treat to have him all the way from Las Vegas. Kelly Lee from the CRT.
Oh yes, baby. Hello. How are you? It's good to see you. I had a technical glitch, but this is over. I'm Kelly Lee Williams. I'm from CRT. CRT stands for Chocolate Renaissance Theater, and it's my pleasure to be here. Thank you, Stuart. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Shakers on Clark. Thank you, Chicago. My kind of town, Chicago is. My kind of town, Chicago is. Where I wasn't born. I was born in Chicago Heights, Illinois, but I tell everybody outside of Illinois that I'm from Chicago because, of course, it saves time. And right now I'm in Las Vegas. So I'm doing absolutely nothing, just like everybody else is. But before the plague set in, I was out here doing working at Sammy Davis Jr. in a show called The Rat Pack Lounge and doing improv shows for Chocolate Renaissance Theater. So I am here for you today, and I want to do a couple of games with you. So can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Great, you're the only one that can hear me? Can everybody hear me? Can I hear
you
Who
too.
Can hear me?
Sorry, the other performers are muted.
Oh, well, no. Unmute them. I want them unmuted.
Oh, okay. I can unmute them.
This is improv. I need their suggestions.
I can hear you.
Okay, excellent. Okay, this first game is called Do-Wop. I'm going to get 3 things from you. I'm going to get a character. I'm going to get a vacation spot, and I'm going to get what that character is doing in that vacation spot. So, character, anything. Could be a famous person, could be a cartoon, whatever. Give me whatever.
Spider-Man.
I heard. Say it again.
Spider-Man.
I heard Spider-Man. Okay, give me a vacation spot.
Maui.
Maui. I heard Maui. I heard Spider-Man in Maui. What is Spider-Man doing in Maui?
Visiting his mother.
Dealing with rehab.
Spider-Man is dealing with rehab. I heard dealing with rehab. Spider-Man is in rehab in Maui. Okay. Hey, web slinger, what do you say? I don't know what really a day because you are on drugs and you are getting some rehab in Maui. How you been? Hey, Spider-Man, you doing okay? As is your very blazing glory today. I know those drugs have been on your mind, but you can't have any because you're in rehab. Maui's the place where you're gonna recover, and then you go back and find another sucker to get some drugs from, but they don't care. Cause we got your money. Hey, web slinger, what do you say? Please don't take any drugs today in Maui. Cause you're in rehab, son. And you can't have drugs, you're in rehab, son. Don't take any drugs, you're in rehab, Spider-Man. Oh, yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Ow! Well, thank you. Thank you. I would love to do that one more time, but I'm going to do it in a slow way. I'm going to give it a nice slow groove. So, give me a famous person, living or dead.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. Yes. Thank you. Tom Hanks. And where is Tom Hanks? Where is he? Give me someplace.
McDonald's.
Tom Hanks is in McDonald's. Da-dum, ba-dum, shoo-dum, shoo-ba-dum, ba-doo-dum, shoo-dum, shoo-ba-dum, ba-doo-dum, shoo-dum, shoo-ba-dum, ba-doo-dum. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'd like a Big Mac. Yes, yes, I'm Tom Hanks. No, I won't sign an autograph, but thanks. Would you please get me a Big Mac and a fries? Pretty please, I'm down on my knees. Yes, I am Tom Hanks. I'm not gonna sign your hat. Yes, I am Tom Hanks. I'm really getting sick of that. So please just put the food back in the bag and let me go up on my way, 'cause I'm Tom Hanks and you're not. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm Tom Hanks and you're not. Now get my food.
Woo!
All right.
Woo!
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm actually. Am I clear? Am I like really loud? Just let me know. Does this sound okay?
It's coming in great.
Okay, cool.
It sounds fabulous.
Thank you, my lady. The Chocolate Renaissance Theater started in 2016 in Los Angeles and actually in North Hollywood, California. I was in a group called 321 On Fire, and then I ran out of money and had to move to Alaska, and they wouldn't let me in their clubs, so I made my own. And I took that crew to the 2017 Alaska State Improv Festival, and we did a rap throwdown there. And we were one of the better teams there, CRT in the house. So in honor of that, I'm going to do my last couple things, and I'm going to let y'all do your way. But thank you for letting me. This is called Kick It, okay? This is where you're going to give me a subject, and I'm going to give you an 8-bar rap on it. Give me anything. Give me anything that we're thinking about right now. And give me anything. Tell me something, a current event or past event, anything.
Laundry.
Laundry. Okay. Give me somebody that really needs to do laundry.
Helen
My
Keller.
sweatshirt.
Helen Keller. Helen Keller needs to do laundry. Okay.
Keep it tasteful.
My clothes are stanky. My clothes, I got a thank. My clothes, they cut a stank. What am I gonna do? Ooh, I got to wash my clothes, but now got to get to a washer somehow. I can't speak or see or think, so what am I gonna do? I know I'll tap my foot, do, and somebody will hear, do. Gonna tap my foot, somebody will hear or say, hey, please help me here. I'm gonna get my laundry washed. I'm gonna have a good old time. I can't see it, I can't hear it, but that's okay, cause I'm fine. I'm Helen Keller and I'm really smart. Gonna get my clothes washed with my heart. I'm gonna get it done, gonna job one. Helen Keller doing the laundry in the dark. Yeah. All right. Was that tasteful enough? Was it? You thought I was gonna go crazy, didn't you? No, I'm not going crazy. All right. Yes, I believe by that uncomfortable silence that no. Actually, I'm gonna end it with one more. Do I have like a minute left, Stuart?
You have about 2 minutes.
Oh, excellent. Good.
Yeah.
I love to end it because I'm also a comedian that's from Chicago, and I love to do a song and everywhere I go. It's called Cabrini Green Area. It's a memory of where I grew up in the mean streets of Chicago. I actually did grow up in the ghetto. No matter what I sound like, I did grow up in the ghetto, yo. I will mess your stuff up and word, yo. Don't you laugh at me. Don't you laugh at the brother in the shizzle, in the shizzle. No, okay. This song is it's an operatic tone song that I wrote about the way I grew up, called Cabrini Green Area. Figaro. Nigaro. Nigaro, 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 Nigaro. Hey, Nigaro, what is up? Hey, Nigaro, What's up, brother? What's up, brother? What's up, homie? What's up, homie? What's up? How have you been? Got out of jail? Did you escape? No, I may bail. I gotta go watch the P Diddy show. P Diddy show. P Diddy show. P Diddy. 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 Show. I gotta go watch the P Diddy show. Biatch.
Hey, Lee Williams, everyone, the Chocolate Renaissance Theater, all the way from
CRT ain't nothing to mess with. CRT ain't nothing to mess with.
Oh, that was incredible. Thanks so much, Kelly Lee. We really do appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Relax. Reset. Rejuvenate. Go to our link right now to restart your life. TheRewindSports60.com. What are you waiting for? Hope to see you soon. The Rewind Sports 60.
But there's just one thing to say. I know you're dreaming.
Good morning. Happy May Day. And I hope this morning and this message finds you well. I bought myself some reading glasses because I got tired of not being able to see when I was looking at things up close, and I felt it was an easy way to play dress up. Good morning, Mike Howell. There have been some things that have happened in my life in the last 5 days. This last week has been an interesting upside down week. Have you ever been in a moment where you come on to something that you really didn't expect to come on to? Or what's the word? Epiphany. You ever have one of those epiphanies, one of those things like your eyes open up and you figure out, oh, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. This is what I should be doing. I recently had one of those moments. And in that moment, I was compelled to read Malcolm X's speech, The Ballot or the Bullet, which was given in 1964 in a church. In this speech, he talked about black nationalism. Now, I'm sure when a few of you hear those words, black nationalism, you're thinking black KKK. You're thinking black power. You're thinking blacks want to go around and get guns and go kill whitey. Nothing can be farther from the truth. Black nationalism is simply a way of saying we are black and we should focus on the fact that we are black, focus on who we are as a people, bring money in to our communities, take pride in our communities, take pride in ourselves, like any other community does. Like Jewish communities, like Italian communities, like Irish communities. They focus on themselves. They stick with each other. Their money circulates through their own communities, and they build generational wealth. Black communities haven't really had a chance to do that. Black communities don't really have a chance to raise generational wealth unless through extraordinary circumstances they come into money, or they're extremely gifted in the educational ways and know how to make the money on the stock market, or come into a brilliant idea and make millions of dollars on that. There are black people who have money in this country, but there isn't a generational wealth in the black community. That is prevalent by what's going on in our country today in regards to the coronavirus that's happening. In each state, the deaths are disproportionately high in the black communities because they don't have the proper health care, they don't have the proper housing, they don't have the proper means of sustaining existence when there is a pandemic such as this. This is a problem in every state, in every county, in every town. And no one has really addressed that. No one addressed it like Malcolm X used to address it. No one addressed it head on. This needs to be done again. I'm not saying that I'm the one to do it, but I'm saying I can't sit around idly by and just allow what's going on to continue to go on without doing something about it. This is why I joined my cousin Dale Williams in Progressive Community Servants, and starting in Las Vegas chapter. You gotta start somewhere, and it starts on May 16th when I get a small team together and go to downtown Las Vegas and feed the homeless with sack lunches and offer whatever comfort we can provide, because it needs to be done, and it needs to be done often, and it needs to be done soon. As soon as I can do it is May 16th, because I need to organize first. I'm hoping that this finds somebody, catches someone's ear, and helps them on their way to their own epiphany. You never know. Everything I do pretty much publicly. So why would this be any different? I continue to be your obedient servant, K. Will.